On Dispatch tonight, your layout photos, the question of the week, and a big shout out. Starting right now. Good evening. You're watching Dispatch, the weekly show for model railroaders. I'm Roy Smith, your dispatcher. Thank you for joining me tonight. As I said, we have your layout photos, the question of the week, and a big shout out coming up on tonight's show. In a moment, we are going to take a look at your layout photos. But first, this. I regret that I couldn't post a layout update this past Saturday. Layout updates normally take more time to do than other kinds of videos because you have to do something on your layout in order to put together a layout update. In any case, I did get back to work on the structures in the railroad complex at Evanston this past week, and I did film my work as I went. But doing the work took me so much time that I never got around to uploading a video about it. Why did it take me so much time? Because I'm the world's slowest model railroader, that's why. Well, at least I have the clips I filmed while working on the structures. I will put the clips together and post that layout update this coming Saturday. Be sure to join me for it. But there's something else I want to say. I normally take a 6-week vacation in May and June of every year, and during those 6-week vacations I travel to Virginia and Pennsylvania to visit family and friends. That's what I was planning to do again this year, but the global health crisis put a kibosh on those plans. In fact, I was supposed to meet up with a bunch of you at Strasburg, Pennsylvania this past weekend, but sadly the get-together there at Strasburg had to be canceled. Be that as it may, I still need a vacation, even if it is just a vacation in place. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to reduce the frequency of my video uploads. I'm still going to work on the layout and I'm still going to upload videos, but less frequently for a few weeks, that's all. And before you know it, I will be back to uploading Dispatch on Tuesday nights and layout videos on Saturday mornings. In the meantime, be sure to hit the notification bell on my channel if you haven't done it yet, so that you don't miss those uploads as they occur. Now, first up on tonight's show, your layout photos. A great big thanks to all of you who posted photos of your layouts in our Facebook group this week. Seeing what all of you are doing inspires me to work harder on my own layout. Well, as always, I have brought your photos over here to Dispatch to share with everyone, and here they are. After the show, be sure to go over to the Facebook group, join the group, and post a photo of your layout there. I will put a link down below that will take you to the Facebook group. Remember, it doesn't matter what scale you model in, and yes, you can post photos of your club's layout in the Facebook group. You will know you're at the right place when you see this photo of Echo Canyon on my layout. Now, if you posted a photo but it didn't show up here in Dispatch tonight, that means I got your photo after filming this segment of the show. Watch for your photo on Dispatch next week. Okay, next up on tonight's show, the question of the week. Here's this week's question. Is the Mainline on your layout single-tracked or double-tracked? The question was embedded in a poll in the video, and it worked well for nearly all of you. Here's how you responded to the question. 52% of you said that your Mainline is single-tracked, 43% of you said that your Mainline is double-tracked, and 5% of you said that your Mainline is neither single-tracked nor double-tracked, and I will explain that in a moment. First, let me mention that just when I figured out how to create these polls and how to embed them in my videos, what does YouTube go and do? Just 4 days ago, I received a notice from YouTube announcing that they are going to stop supporting polls in YouTube videos. Here's what they said. We're writing to let you know about an update to poll cards. We have decided to discontinue poll cards on YouTube after June 10th due to low usage. Well, we model railroaders are a resilient bunch in the face of such adversity. We can still use the comment section down below each video to respond to our questions of the week. Now, as I said, 52% of you said that you have a single-track Mainline on your layout. And here's what you said about it in the comments section. You said that a single-track Mainline makes your switching operations more challenging and hence more interesting. Or you said that you don't have enough space for a double-track Mainline on your layout. Or you said that as real railroads have downsized, they have often ripped out one of the two tracks on their double-track Mainlines, leaving just a single track. Many of you noted that your Mainline may be single-tracked, but you have passing sidings on your layout. 43% of you said that your Mainline is double-tracked, and here's what you said about it in the comments. You said that you prefer having a double-track Mainline because it's better for running more trains and for rail fanning your trains. You said that you can run multiple trains simultaneously with your double-track Mainline. And you said that you enjoy watching multiple trains passing each other. Now, what about that 5% of you who clicked on neither when responding to this poll? Well, here are the reasons you gave for clicking on neither. You said that your Mainline is triple-tracked, or you said that your layout has both areas of single and double-track Mainline, just like many rear railroads, but in the poll there was no place to click on both. Or you said that you are modeling a short line, branch line, or switching layout that doesn't have a Mainline. Or you said that you clicked on neither because you don't have a layout right now. Well, I appreciate all of your responses to the poll and your comments, whether your Mainline is single-tracked, double-tracked, or neither. Isn't it fun to know what others are doing on their layouts? That's what your responses to these questions of the week do. Besides, your responses can help newcomers to the hobby make some very important decisions when they are starting out. Now, we don't have a question for the coming week because, as I said at the beginning of tonight's show, I will be uploading videos only sporadically for the next few weeks. But I hope you will continue to post your comments down below because sharing the hobby really is the best thing about model railroading. And now it's time for tonight's big shout-out. And tonight's big shout-out goes to Ben and his HO scale BA rail system layout. Ben's amazing layout fills a 31-foot by 40-foot basement space. He designed his track plan very carefully using the track planning software AnyRail before he began to build the layout in May 2016. Since then, he has been building his layout. It is his second layout. The setting for the layout is in Western Canada, and when you look at it, you feel like you are actually there in the area that Ben is modeling. It is a single deck layout featuring the Canadian Pacific and Canadian National Railroads. Ben's layout is impressive to say the least, but you need to see it for yourself. So let's go over and take a look at a clip from Ben's most recent layout update.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. This will be a layout update for April 2020. Got quite a bit done over the last month actually, so let's take a look at some of the progress on the layout. So this is the Mount Norquay Road crossing. This is the main road into Banff. It's got a double road crossing like this right when you're coming into town. Eventually I'll get the crossing lights, and it's got a gate that comes down and everything, but the goal this month was just to get the cement crossings in place and finish the road. So I really struggled to get the right color. It took me quite a few tries. So what I was doing was trying to get basically use the backdrop road color, match that, paint this to match the backdrop. So this is where the backdrop meets the wall, and if you can see it on the camera, it's about there is where the edge of it is. And what I've done is kind of curved that, the backdrop curves down onto the flat road surface there. And it really gives the effect that it's kind of disappearing into the backdrop. Here's a really kind of high angle view of how the whole thing looks. So if we turn the camera the other way and look Railroad West, I continued on with the scenery, and I made it all the way to the corner there to the scenery divider. Using the same technique I did in Banff Yard, just sifted dirt, Scenery Express ballast, and then some 2mm static grass. I didn't go crazy with it. You actually look at photos this close to the right of way, there's actually not a lot of stuff growing. There is a small little bluff here that I'm going to do kind of in the low part of the ditch, and then the backdrop I'm going to do probably 6 inches of trees along the backdrop of the 40 Mile Creek there. So I kept going with the terrain right up to a little bit around the corner here past the scenery divider. Nothing fancy, just basic ground cover, ballast, and the 2mm static grass, kind of in a dry. Remember, this is going to be spring in Banff, so there's a lot of brown and light green, like stuff is just budding and just coming out. So it's not going to be a full-on like summer look layout. It's going to be a lot of brown and dead grass. So the last thing I worked on over the past month was a couple of scratch-built structures here at the east end of Banff Yard. So that'll wrap up this layout update, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, you've had a chance to see a clip from Ben's most recent layout update right here on Dispatch tonight. Now you can go over to his channel to see the rest of his layout firsthand. If you like what you see when you're over there, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, so that you don't miss any of his great upcoming content. I will put a link to Ben's channel down below. Nice work, Ben. I am looking forward to watching the progress on your layout. Thanks for letting me share your layout with everyone here on Dispatch tonight. Now remember, I am going to reduce the frequency of my video uploads during the next few weeks. Even so, I do plan to publish a video this coming Saturday describing my progress on the railroad structures at Evanston. Don't miss it. Also remember, there are tons of other videos for you to watch right here on this channel. You can go to 2 of them by clicking over here, or you can go to my videos page and browse around. Well, thanks for letting me share the world's greatest hobby with you here on Dispatch tonight. I'm Roy Smith. Until next time, happy railroading.